This KISD Coaches Show is supported by Coach Henderson Sports Photography, Modern Appliance, Killeen Veterinary Clinic, Denali Roofing, CChelle's Visuals, and Cloud Real Estate.
Well, welcome into the Danny Servance Show here on I-14 Sports. So glad you're joining us, and it's coming down to the wire. The past few weeks have been great for the Eagles, especially last Friday night. Cross-down showdown, and my Ellison Eagles came out on top. 27-16 the final score, Coach. Your kids played a great ball game against those Killeen Roos.
They did. They played a terrific game. We got off to a fast start, in which we wanted to do. So we got out 14-0 on them. And, hats off to them because they came roaring back and ended up going in with the lead there, 16-14 at halftime. We had a great play at the beginning of the game, and Keyshawn Meeks picks the ball up and runs it 39 yards for our first score.
Yeah, that's a heck of a way to start the ball game.
We want to score on defense, and that's been our theme for each week, and we've been able to do that, and we just want to continue.
Yep. And, of course, all through the ball game, tight ball game, good crowd on hand for both sides. The Killeen Ellison atmosphere is always good. A little different being played at Cyril's, but it still had that Killeen Ellison feel to it, and it went down to the very end. Of course, you scored late to separate yourself a little bit there, but well-fought ball game, both sides of the ball. But like you just told me before we started, a lot of bang-ups, man. That was a lot of hitting out there, boy.
I tell you what, it was a physical game. A lot of big hits that happened in that ball game, and so we both were pretty sore on Saturday. But I tell you what, our guys did a great job of getting up Saturday morning, going out and going to the breast cancer walk at Lions Park, and did a great job of doing community service out there at Lions Park. And our second year to be involved in that, and we really enjoyed doing it. And it's just good for our kids to get out and go out and appreciate those who sit in the stands for us and those who battle cancer and things like that. And, my mom was a cancer survivor, so that's kind of special in my heart too. So I appreciate those guys getting up and going out and doing that.
That's good community stuff, I tell you what, and it's team building at the same time.
I tell you what, it really is. I mean, those guys get to do something other than play football with each other and be in the locker room. They're out in the community and they're working together out there, providing water for all the participants who were walking or running, and just good to see them get out and do something positive.
You see another whole side of your kids, and you think this kid's a bear on the field, but then he's out there talking to the old ladies or the older, the men and the women, yes sir, no sir, and you look back and you say, hey, I am doing the right thing.
I tell you what, you really do. I tell our kids all the time that we kind of want them to have a schizophrenic nature. We want them to be yes sir, no sir, and sit in the front of the classroom and, say and have respect, for the teachers and adults. And when they get out there on Friday night, we want them to flip that switch and, turn into the Incredible Hulk. So they do a good job, though, and you do see a different side of them. And they did a great job getting out in the community and just kind of, mixing and talking. And there was a lot of people that were very appreciative of them being there.
That's great stuff, Danny. That's great stuff.
Well, I appreciate it.
As an Ellison grad and the president and founder of I-14 Sports, that's what I try and do, is get out in the community and just be there and be present and let people know what's going on in the community. And if I could have got up Saturday morning, if there wouldn't have been an 11 o'clock kickoff for my Oklahoma Sooners, I would have been right there with you, buddy. That's for sure.
Well, I appreciate that. Like I said, it was a short night for me. Of course, after the game, I can't go to sleep after view the film and do all that. So
maybe I need to come hang out with you because I don't go to sleep till 2 or 3.
Well, that's what it was. It was about 2 o'clock.
Film with you. Maybe I'll
that's right.
Something.
It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. Then at 6 a.m. I was up. So trying to get here and get those guys jerseys for them so they could wear them out there to the cancer walk.
That is great. I mean, you You cannot say enough about that, and what a good job you're doing there. But now let's get back on the football field, heading into a ball game that you got to win.
Yeah, we are. Granbury is right there in the mix. They've got, I think they're 2-3, and then we're 3-2, and Shoemaker's 3-2, and so there's 3 teams right there that are within one win or loss of each other. So we've got to do a great job of taking care of our business. I continue to say we've got to take care of us. We've got to show up and be the best version of ourselves, and do a great job of not doing anything to hurt our efforts to try and win ball games. And so that's what we're working on right now, is working on us and trying to be perfect. That's what we said. We know that it's hard to be perfect, but that's the goal, is to be perfect both on offense and defense. And so we're working towards that goal.
My most favorite part of last week was, I don't know if you've seen the video yet, but I went through the tunnel with the kids. I was the last one through the tunnel, and it is an awesome video because they all come out through they all get in there and it starts shaking, and then they all come out of that eagle, and the last one of them that come around, they make a circle and come back around and do a little handshake and thing right behind them when they did that. And I was pumped. I almost headed right to the bench, but then my legs started hurting on the way to the bench, so I headed right over to see the trainer immediately over there. Nice lady from Scott and White that all the games I went over to.
Right.
I said, I got a little pain in my leg right there, but shoulder pads, I was ready to go, baby.
Hey, there you go.
It's
It's something about being in that tunnel.
It was fun.
Brings back some memories and have you ready to go out there and play.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, I was ready. That was good stuff. But of course, you're getting ready for this ball game. What's that talk? What are you telling the kids?
Well, again, I continue to talk about us, being the best version of ourselves. And, I go out and try to make sure that they play the game and not get caught up in the emotions of the game. I talk about schizophrenia all the time because football is schizophrenia. You're going to have good plays, bad plays. You got to try and turn everything into a positive. So if we get backed up on the goal line, we want to go 99 yards and score. If it's the other way around, we want to try and pin people back and get safeties. And so we just always want to try to look at things in a positive aspect. And so we play the game like that. We're very optimistic, and I want to be opportunist. And I tell them that big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And there's going to be plenty of opportunities to make plays. And the problem is when you don't make those plays. We've got to make plays when we have the opportunity. So that's kind of what that talk sounds like. And, hopefully they'll be ready to play after that.
Well, I'm not going to be in the tunnel because I'm going to be back here. But just put me in the tunnel with you. And I'm right there with you because I am an Ellison Eagle. I still bleed green. And I say good luck to you, Coach.
Hey, I appreciate it. Go Eagles.